I see it, we're on it. All right, we are on live here at the studio of Desert Rock Pottery, your friendly, handy dandy veteran owned business, pottery studio, and ceramic artist. I just trying to throw out some words there. Hey guys, how y'all doing? So, yesterday I did a little tour of the studio here, so I'm not going to go through it too much. Um, and so, if you didn't catch that, you can go to our YouTube channel, Desert Rock Pottery. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/Desert Rock Pottery. So today, well, let me see, go back here a minute. Last night, I've had this bug. I'm not talking about a sick bug. Actually, this is a good kind. To get back in the studio and start throwing things. I've not been throwing for probably a couple months here. Just a lot of things have happened personally, as well as getting some kind of bug, virus, whatever. Still not 100%, but you know what? It's okay. So let's see how much. I'm at 16% battery. I'm actually tethered here, but I'm gonna unplug that for a quick second. So I got this bug last night to throw some pots. Still my intention to be able to not only throw, but throw consistently. So let me change things up here for a second. Cameras. Okay, so I actually threw 6 pots last night. And okay, these 4 here on, oh, sorry, went off camera, sorry. You'd think I'd know how to do this. You see a little black there. That was actually some kind of bug. I noticed that a lot of bugs were climbing in my pieces last night. So anyways, these first 4 I did with, let's see if I can get a good look here, kind of a rolled rim. I saw one of my favorite British potters, Simon Leach, doing something like that. So I says, I am going to give that a try. And then these 2 are just more standard. Now they all started out with the same amount of clay. And you say, hey John, then why are they so different in size? Well, real simple. I'm not good yet. And that's why I practice. Now with all the clay I've inherited, over 600 pounds plus the 100 pounds that I already had purchased, I'm going to be getting some good practice time here. So these were all started off with 1 1/4 pounds of clay, and I'm going to see how I can move these things around. I want to bring these with. Feel like I'm back in a restaurant. Hope I don't drop it. Hold on. So, 1 1/4 pounds of B-mix clay. And I'll put this down on this side of the table. Boop, 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 boop. So many things going on here. Sorry, folks. So, anyways, let me see. Actually, well, this piece, and I think maybe this piece, both used pretty much the entire 1 1/4 pounds. The other ones, something would happen to the rim or something when I was pulling it, and I would have to cut it off with the pin tool, so they didn't come out exactly like I wanted. So what I wanted to do today is to be able to trim these pots. I'm still not good at that. Oh, how do you like my nice clean towel? I had so much clay on me yesterday, and this thing was inundated with clay. I threw it in the washing machine along with my pants and my shirt that I was wearing last night. Came out so nice, downy fresh. Anyway, so that's my little thing. Let me have my little jerry-rigged tripod. I got to get a better thing here. So 1 second, let me put this up in the holder, and let's change orientation, or not orientation, but let's see. So what I'm gonna do here, how does it say? Did I ever turn off my wheel last night? So, you know what? You don't want to see my face so much as you want to see the work. So let's see if I can. It's kind of weird for me to. So, woo! You see, dust, woohoo! Whew. Ooh, my goodness! Almost need to get my mask. So all I did for here is I took a bat. What is this, 12-inch, I think, and I had some foam, sprayed an adhesive on, and just attached it, cut it out as best as I could. So just get on the back side here. So I'm just gonna attach this. A lot of people trim with clay and all that. You know, with these rims, I'm not really sure. Now, I haven't. Let me get this thing going. Kind of hard to tell. Make sure I have all my tools. Okay, I have one pin tool, nicely encrusted. This is the B Mix by Laguna that I'm using. Started using it. Kind of a fan. I got a lot of cleanup tonight. I just did some basic cleanup last night. I was just tired and had to take care of things for my wife when she got home. So, increase, I'm also using, this feels a little loose. Maybe it's just me. I'm feeling a little rattling. This is my little trimming tool. I got my pear tool here. I forgot who this is. This is this is Kemper, and yeah, they're both Kemper. That's what I thought. I am going to be inheriting a workbench that's going to have both a vice grip at one end and a grinding tool. So that will be good for me for getting sharpening my tools. And I'm just I have not figured this out. I know I've watched stuff, but getting it I'm thinking this might not even be dry enough. Getting the education from the videos that I watched to actually doing it are two different things. Yep. So, as you can see, I'm not really good, but that's okay because what I want to do, I just want to put a small foot ring on this, and this is why I'm going to use the okay. I'm not sure if that's coming through, if you can see that. this is a little too big, so I'm going to use this tool also. Kemper, I think, yeah, Kemper. Yeah, it's got a lot of Kemper tools. And by the way, Kemper is not a sponsor or anything of this because, well, heck, would you sponsor somebody who's still learning or somebody who knows what they're doing? Okay, it's a little bit better. Oh, my Lord. I'm much more like this tool. Hard to keep this thing. Trying to use a really light touch here. I'm actually thinking of taking some classes. At the local community college. The nice thing about Phoenix is you're not considered out of district unless you're out of the what do you call it, the county. This is the different community colleges. Now there are other colleges that may be different, but as far as the community colleges, okay. And I'm really trying to do this well. And I know he has suggestions, of course. Please make your suggestions. The program I'm using for doing this live broadcast is called LiveFi, L-I-V-E-F-I, and it works with YouTube and I thought it was supposed to work with Facebook, but apparently, or at least last time I've used it, I just started back to doing these live. I've been doing the live broadcasts on Facebook. But that was just straight up right through the Facebook. This is supposed to be a nicer program because it I'm not sure now. This tool, yeah, maybe it's good for the outside. I'm going to do my clean tool. Sometimes I don't clean this well enough, and there's some dried clay on here. Tip. I guess that's a tip. Make sure you clean your tools. Yeah, this is definitely not the best way for me to be doing this, but it is what it is. I know my dad, when that saying came out, and that's been a while, he hated it. This is my stepdad, I should say. He actually just passed away. That was one of the problems that we had. I had to drive up to Chicago, and I'm not asking for anybody's, condolences or, but He used to, you know, when that saying came out, he hated it. He hated. It is what it is. No, it isn't. And then the funny thing, how time works on things. He started saying it himself. I was like, okay, Dad, thank you. Ah, here we go. This is the tool I wanted. This is what I wanted, just to get a little better defined foot ring. Again, I'm not great at this, but hey, you know what? The one thing I've learned with pottery and this art is you need to be patient. Don't try to rush through. And you see, I'll be tapping the bottom here, kind of listening to see, you know, try to gauge how thin it is or how thick it is. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to cut through. This is a neat little tool also by Kemper. Nice squared. I like that because I can just not really, I'm not carving as much. I'm kind of also compressing. Sounded like a woodpecker. Kind of cleaning off some of the clay because I'm going to put this down here just to test how flat it is. Actually, this looks not too awful bad. Now what I'm doing is I'm carving a little bit of a break between this part of the body and down here by the foot. So if I have, see, I'm not, I want to, you know, if there's any running glaze, you'll kind of have this little thing, so maybe it'll help. So, I just noticed my screen. Oh, that's what's going on. I forgot to plug in my charger, and I'm losing battery. Hold on, folks. Ah, there you go. Oh, would have lost you there. It was a save. I got down to 5% on my battery. That's pretty awesome that I caught that. Well, I pay attention. I try to pay attention. So, yeah, don't rush. You know, if you are learning as I am. You know, maybe you can learn something from what I do. I probably should have recorded this last night when I was throwing, but I didn't. I don't know if the camera phone is picking up. I got my okay. Don't want to overwork this, you know, that's but anyways, I got my Pandora going on in there, but I'm gonna need to get, I have the Google Home, so I need to get another little one for out here. So this is the bottom that I just did. There's a little foot ring. Not perfect, but let's see how it sits. Does it rock? No, it actually does pretty much what it's intended. Now, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the rim. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for this to get bone dry, and then I'll take some sandpaper, a sanding block, and kind of smoothen that out. Don't know that I'm gonna put any decorations on this, so one down. So this is, yeah, this feels kind of heavy. That's one of the reasons I go and you trim. Oh, that's a little too fast. The faster the wheel is going, the faster now, I don't know how others do it. What I'm trying to do is I'm looking downward, okay, and I'm watching, this is me, and maybe I'm doing this wrong, but I'm watching the base and trying to there we go, trying to center it off of what the base is doing. We want the base, got the base, got the base. This thing feels sharp, but I don't know, maybe because I'm just not putting enough pressure. I'm trying to put a little bit of downward pressure. And I try to throw at least another 6 pots tonight. I maybe, you know, change the angle a little bit. Maybe that helps a little. Okay, so Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little encrusted pin tool. There we go. And holding my thumb against this side, go in, I'm going to go in about 1/4 to 3/8 inch. Just kind of draw a line. Let it go down a little bit. You know, it's not too bad. Then, from there, I think I'm going to start. This tool has this little thing. I use this as my guide against this line. Again, using my thumb. I just got a shallow. And then just go, taking it just slowly. And actually, where's my trimming tool? There's so many ways on this. You have these, wait, how am I turning it here? Okay. It's like a little edge kind of squared here, which is nice for getting a nice squared foot. And then it tapers down here, which I like for areas that you may want to have tapered. Or like when I'm coming down here to the rim, so again, using the thumb, as I've been watching, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and again, I'm not any way, shape, or form an expert at this, but I'm learning, and we can learn together. If you're more advanced or an expert at this, I always appreciate constructive criticism. Now, if you're seeing this 10 years from now, hopefully I will have progressed. Oh, it dug in. Let me write this. Yeah, so if you're seeing this 10 years from now, hopefully by that time I would have gotten better. Okay. So I needed to keep that a little more square. But, you know, the fun thing about doing pottery or anything that you choose to learn, you can go on Facebook, not Facebook, excuse me, you can go on YouTube here, and usually you can find a one of my favorite songs by the Temptations. But anyways, you can find a video. You know, you'll see people who have no clue of what they're talking about. I'm going to quit with that. That goes a little too fast. I'm going to go back to, I say going to my Kemper tool, but they're all Kemper tools. It's just my imagination running away with me again. And if you've ever not seen wait, they're not the Temptations. Isn't it? Oh man. No, I'm losing my mind. Now, I've been saying that for 30 years. Now it's true. So I'm trying to just do a light touch. I have to remember. Sometimes what you got to do is you actually have to get down and look at things. How does it look? One method I've seen artists do, including one of my favorite artists, Simon Leach, is that you put a mirror so that you can see and get a different view, which is very smart. I'm just gently holding this, going inside, but I'm using my thumb is resting on the center here. You know what I forgot to do with that last piece? I think I'm just gonna there. Hold on a second. Grab my pin tool before this gets too hard. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put in my let's see, kind of hard to see. DRP, Desert Rock Pottery. Now I'm not going to try to clean that out right now. I'm just going to this actually works pretty good, and this process I don't have to roll up little coils of clay and all that. I've struggled with that. I'm trying to make sure that the bottom here inside the foot ring here is more flat, because I guess it's the way I was holding this tool. It was kind of, I guess, at a weird angle. So, oop. I can feel it losing its grip. This is just foam. I got lots and lots of foam here. There's a lot of good ceramic artists on here, and I'm gonna give a shout out. This is somebody who doesn't even know I exist, but that's all right. He's a good teacher. And that's John the Potter. He's from Twin Cities, Minnesota, up in Minnesota. And I enjoy his stuff. He keeps it real. Oh, there's another potter. She's really awesome, very super friendly, and for the life of me, I just lost her name. She's on the East Coast. Oh my goodness. Nope. And there's I think I'm gonna do it this way. Another way of doing things. I didn't even think. Oh, tool I've never used. Little chiseler. Or maybe I have used it. I guess I'm going to use this because I like the roundness. Oh. I'm looking, there's... Oh, stop it. Let's see if you're going to be able to see this, but... Actually, I like that. Almost chattering. Wasn't intending on that, but I like that. Oh, here we go. Let's see, come on. This way, okay. There's like a line, a separation. So when I rolled the rim, so it's on the wheel, it's going around. You start from the inside and you push it down, and I keep my thumb kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. Here, my thumb is on one side and I'm pushing it over, and as I'm bringing it over, then it attaches back on this side. Well, apparently I missed. Oh wow, I'm really liking that chattering. I wasn't trying to do that, but you know, I couldn't even see it. Oh wow. And who says you need to get a special tool for chattering, right? Actually, there's some awesome tools. I saw something that really disappointed me the other day. I was watching a video. Now, not to pit one country against another, but I was watching a video about this company in Japan that mass produces these bowls. I mean, it's an interesting process, don't get me wrong. It truly is. But, you know, you lose the artistic flair when you're just mass producing stuff. The artwork was stamped on. Oop. Oop, I'm getting way off. Maybe I'm going a little too fast. I still haven't developed a real good foot control of this. This is a used wheel. I forgot what I was saying now. Anyway, so it just really disappointed me, you know, because, you know, we all know, and this is not a necessarily bad thing, China is really known for their, you know, mass producing of things and cheap. And I guess it's just maybe myself. I think I'll put some lines in here. It's not doing what I want. Ain't no woman like the one I got. Do, 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 do. By the way, I'm not exactly the world's greatest salesperson, but if you see something that you like and you want it, these are not spoken for. You know, nice thing about that is if you like it, and I haven't glazed it yet, you can get the color you want. Just saying. IJS. I'm just saying. Why? I was doing so good with the last one. Maybe I'm putting too heavy pressing this. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I'm looking at this and I'm not, kind of lost the chattering, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold, well, here we go, hold it back, hold it lighter so it just kind of bounces off the surface. I did it by mistake, and now maybe you're supposed to go faster, maybe. See how that... Now, again, biggest challenge for me is learning when to stop. So, okay, I'm gonna take, I don't know what this is called, or what the name of the tool is called, also by Kemper, but I'm just gonna call it my squaring tool. Don't want sharp edges, but I do want, I want to get a stamp. Now, I've tried making stamps, and maybe I just need to practice a little bit more. I'm kind of using Old English D. Okay, thank you. Shoot. So, my nice clean tool is now in the muck and mire. And here we go. Nice. Not too bad. It's like, where do I hold this? Because everything's backwards, so it looks weird to me. So, that's two. I'm going to continue going on and doing this, but I'm not going to continue the video as such. And let's pull this up. Hello. So, hopefully, I've been a help, an encouragement. You know, there are people starting every day in this hobby. This is more than a hobby for me now. Want to make it. My wife wants me to make it, and so that means I'm going to make it, but I'm not complaining. Make it a full-time business. We have some aspirations to open up a shop where people can go and, you know, paint, you know, their own. I hate that term because it's not paint, but to glaze their own pieces. We would fire. I think the biggest thing that's stopping me at this point with that is, well, number one, we need to have, I would think, at least 2 kilns, because we're going to have to be able to do bisqueware. Got a lot of molds, and always looking for better molds, but so we have to do our own bisqueware, and then, you know, we're going to have to be able to fire people's pieces, unless people just want to come out and do it. They're, you know, just paint it and take it home like that, but that's not necessarily a good thing, because, you know, in pottery, the glaze is what it goes on the piece does not necessarily mean that's what it's going to look like after it gets fired. So, anyways, that is I don't want to say a dream. That is something that we are working towards. I have a heart for teaching, and as I grow in my skill, I mean, I can teach, you know, basic stuff. I can, you know, teach how coil building. I can teach, you know, making, pinch pots, and there's a lot of things you can do. I'm not, you know, professionally trained, but you know, I do have some skills, and I'm always working on it. I'm going to be getting pretty soon, like maybe within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be getting a slab roller. I'm really excited. And the best thing, it's $50. Yes, it's older, but if it works, I'm really excited, because I hate using a rolling pin. I can't tell you, because somehow I just always end up messing it up or something, or some people may say mucking it up. I'm gonna muck it up, governor. Anyway, so really excited about that. Still have to make room in here. I don't know. I need to get some stuff. I need to get some containers to put all of this ready to glaze pieces. Anybody have any suggestions? Because there's a lot of pieces, a lot of stuff, and I want to have an organized system almost like, well, for the flat pieces, you know, for all the ornaments which are flat, to have like almost like a card file, only much bigger. And then there's, you know, three-dimensional or more three-dimensional pieces that have to have a way of storing those, because I really need to make room for all the things that I'm doing here. Still have to put in my other leaf in this table. That'll give me another, what, 1.5 2 feet of table space. Plus I'm getting this other thing. I'm actually thinking of moving the kiln that I have in here. I have an old kiln. I want to actually convert it to gas. And I convert it to gas. I already know where it's going to be. I'm going to build, I have a little patio part, and I'm going to build a enclosure to cut down on wind and everything. So I've got a lot of things going on. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you can see my latest videos live, or even come back later after I've broadcast. I know I say a lot because I'm trying to think what I want to say, but thank you for stopping by today. I can't see, it's been, oh, of course it's 51 minutes, something like that. I think that's what I saw. Anyways, so I'm going to let y'all go. Be motivated, be inspired, and be happy. Thank you very much. This is John from Desert Rock Pottery.